What is going on, squad? We are back, and we have World's Strongest Man final events. They've announced the events for the final. So today we are going to talk through the final events of World's Strongest Man as if I have qualified already. I've sailed through the heats. I've won my group. You know, Mitch, whoever, they're dust. I've won. I'm in the final. How are we going to do? So, first off, it's worth saying there's 5 events in the final this year. I am not that keen on just having 5 events in the final. I think you need as many events as possible. I know like Loz, a lot of guys have said like 7, 8 events is probably the way forward. Obviously I get that it's World's Strongest Man. It's difficult to get these things in and it's all for television, etc, etc. But I think 6 events in the final is a much better sort of concept and a much better way of finding the strongest person. But we move. It is my first Worlds. Even if we get to the final, it would be like amazing. So we're taking nothing for granted whatsoever. So kicking off, we have the knack or knack, I think it's pronounced, carry and hoist. As far as I know, this is a sort of Zerk carry into an arm over arm pull. So kicking off, it would be an event that I would be really happy with. Zerk carries we've practiced a lot in the lead up to Europe's Strongest Man anyway, just practicing for that shield carry. And it's a strong event for me, especially at the farm where we have like the track. You can just practice like a long run really easily. It's 200 kilo, I think, or thereabouts. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's that heavy for us guys. Like, shouldn't be an issue, whether it be 20 meters, whether it be further. And then obviously the arm over arm, I have no idea. I've not been shown it. I have no idea what it's like, but I assume it will be a seated arm over arm where you're pulling something up into the sky. Again, pretty good for me. It would depend on whether it has like a mechanism to stop the rope slipping back. So like if it catches it, if not, and you have to hold the weight the whole time, that's a bit of a different animal and will suit some of the just bigger dudes. But I'm pretty happy as events go. I think it's fairly a level playing field on that one. No one's seen it. No one's had a go on it. So just makes it super fair. And the Knack stuff always looks really cool when they do it at Worlds. So I would be buzzing with that. I would hope. Again, like it's so hard to predict stuff like this, but as events go in the final, this would be a much better one for me. Let's say top 5 goal on that one. Just literally picking numbers out of the air here, guys. So 18-inch max deadlift was the second event. Don't know how I feel about this one yet. I've only done 1 session on it. I'm doing another one today as we film this, so it's hard. It doesn't excite me, this event, if that makes sense. Like, I think if they put just a max deadlift in the final, that would go mad. I think people would be so invested in that, especially if they used a bit of an awkward setup. You know, like the bar they used with Eddie Hall when he pulled that 475. Something like that just looks cool. I think it should be something like that. 18-inch deadlift, it's very dependent on your leverage and stuff like that. So for me, the bar's just below my knee. It's quite an awkward height. I know it's the same for most people, but like some people, if it's like above your knee, it's just different. It's just a different lift and it's so much easier. But it just doesn't excite me. I don't know, like I struggle to get psyched up for an 18-inch deadlift, but again, it's not a bad event for me. I would put myself mid to high 400s at a guess. I don't think that would hold up that well at World's Strongest Man. I think at least 5 people were probably pulling over 500 kilos, but again, if I could get mid-pack on that, I'd be really happy, but I feel like I probably would be on the lower end, just because the standard is so crazy. It's also worth saying that 18-inch deadlift, it's nice to have a sort of longer prep on. I'm probably going to have 3 sessions on it in total, just because I qualified for Europe's, qualified very last minute, so it's useful. It just primes your body a bit to get used to it. Like my first session I pulled 360 and my back was sore the day after, and it's literally like it's not even that heavy. But today we'll go sort of low 400s hopefully, and then the week after that we'll push it a bit further. So I'll have more of an idea then, but I'm not expecting anything crazy on that, put it that way. But it might be one that you get in the zone when you're there and it's like, wow, We are pulling you away from this video very quickly to remind you to check out the merch website if you haven't done already. We've got beanies, t-shirts, we've got loads of new stuff coming, salts and chalk as well. These are the products I use every day. Please go and check it out. It helps me out a ton. And yeah, come join Team Paddy and look fresh. Event 3, you'll have all seen this now, Hercules hold. Get me into the final just for this. I love my grip events. Never actually done Hercules hold, guys. I've not been beaten in any grip events at Giants yet, but again, I've not been against the best in the world. A lot of people have said the World's Strongest Man Hercules hold setup is really difficult. It's really heavy, and they sort of drop it on you a bit, so it pulls it out the hands. But it's certainly not a banker or anything like that. I don't actually think like I'm amazing at this type of event. My outright grip strength is very good, but again, we've only had a short prep. I've not been doing any grip strength training really, other than just throwing a few bits in here and there, because it's just not been a focus. So I'm sort of doing not the bare minimum, but just doing a little bit of grip training, keep it ticking over just in the off chance we get through to the final. And I do want to put a good show in. Again, it should be a good event for me. I would love to say I'll be in like the top 3, but if you're against guys that have used this kit before, they're a bit more familiar with it. You just have no idea, guys. Like honestly, like I could win it. I could like win it by like 10 seconds, or I could get mid pack. So I'm certainly not taking anything for granted. I don't think I have like a better grip than anyone, like other people there. Like guys like Matt Ragg, Shane Flowers. These guys all have like unreal grips. Tom Stoltman's grip is getting better. Mitch's grip is good. Like he's very hard to beat at a Hercules hold. So really difficult to predict. It puts so much pressure on me when people are like, Paddy's the grip don, he's going to win the Hercules hold. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. But I would love to have a go, because I think I could put a good name up, a good performance up, and make a name for myself. So event 4, this is quite rogue, this late on, is the Flintstone Press Max. This is so fun to do, and I think it's a really, really cool event to watch. I love when they did it, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, and it just kept going up and up and up, and I love that format. And I know, I think Loz said as well, like the Arnolds, it was a shame because they only had 3 lifts each, whereas this, it literally will be like who can press the most. You're going to see guys like Hooper, Hatton going over 250. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So far in my training, I've popped 180 up. Didn't feel like a complete max, but again, it was like the first time I've ever gone above like 150 on that movement. So my body feels so banged up. Like at the minute, I got physio today to sort my neck out and stuff, but I'm very stiff the day after that. To be honest, if I could get 200 kilos on that, I would be over the moon. That's probably shooting a bit high. 180 would be sort of my opener, and then I would shoot for 200. That I would be over the moon with. I'd be absolutely buzzing. It would be crap points. I will probably be 9th or 10th with a 200 press, which is hilarious, but the standard on that is so good. And the guys have also been training this for a while now, with it being in the Arnolds, with it, you know, coming up more and more. It seems to be the press of 2025. Like every year it just seems to fixate on one thing. Like we had log a few years ago, it was very much dumbbell last year. And now everyone is behind the net jerking. And it's a good skill. I will probably keep doing it post this. So not going to be a good one for me in the final, unfortunately, but it could be a lot worse. It shouldn't be a 0 unless they open on something stupid like 200. And then at the stones, the pebbles to finish all the way, I think it's 150 up to 210. So it is a heavy set of stones. You also have to like run them in, which is something I'd never thought about before. And it does make it quite challenging. We've got quite a bodge set up in the gym at the minute, so I can practice running with the stones. And yeah, it adds a new dynamic you don't really think about. You just sort of watch Tom do it on telly and you think, oh, that looks easy. It looks no different to a normal stone run. But it really is. It looks like, it just feels awkward. But again, I've only done 1 session on it. I will have my other session tomorrow with the event session. So stones are a good event, guys. Like, I'm hoping at this point, if I've made it this far, you've got the only thing in there taxing is the 18-inch deadlift, which will fry the back. That is the day before, so hopefully, I mean, I don't know how Worlds works. I've not experienced the fatigue and stuff, so I might be absolutely dead by that point, but stones would never let me down before. I have full confidence I'd load that 210, and I would love to just finish my first Worlds with a result like that. It would just be amazing. But again, that is my thoughts on the Atlas Stones. I think I could probably podium the Atlas Stones, all being well. So I don't think I'm going to go and win World's Strongest Man, guys. This is my point coming across. Like, if I make the final, I will be the happiest man on the planet. I have a really good chance. The heat events are really nice for me. A lot of people have told me this, and I am going in confident. I'm not going in like, oh, I've qualified already. I think I have a chance of qualifying. That is the best you can hope for at World's Strongest Man. Like, these are the best guys in the world. I'm going to have 2 monsters in my group. I'm going to have 2 of the newer guys in my group that are also monsters because they're at World's Strongest Man. So there is no shame in coming 5th in your group at World's Strongest Man this year because it is just so competitive. So I will do my best. Do my best for all you peeps. If you haven't already, please check out the merch site. I'll put a little thing up here. We've got loads of new stuff in. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know down below how you think I'm going to get on at Worlds. It's like 3 weeks away now, guys, so we are ready. I love you all. Thank you for the ongoing support. You're absolute legends. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.